Hello everybody, welcome to the PKSEO channel once again. The channel where I try to give everybody some free tips and advice on how to best structure your websites as quickly as possible with some quick wins. Tonight's question is, how do I structure content so it can be quoted by AI in AI mode? This question we've seen quite a number of times, but not so much for AI mode, because AI mode's only been out for a couple of days now, but more or less for AI overviews and AI cards, featured snippets and so on. Now I'm going to give you the quickest possible adjustment you can make. This will apply, or it applies to all sites, but you'll see the biggest benefit as quickly as possible in AI mode and AI overviews and AI cards if your website is already an authority and it's trusted. If you have everything in place, okay guys, if you have everything in place in terms of your authority, your topical relevance, your topical structure and trust flow and everything, your off-page resources, your brand entities, whatever, okay, pointing to your website to give you that boost in authority. If all that is in place and you are not appearing in AI overviews, it all comes down to pretty much one thing, and that is your site structure, your page structure. Like the question says, how do I structure content so it can be quoted by AI in AI mode? Now, I'm going to use my own site as an example, all right, to show you what it is that I do. So you get 100%, straight from the horse's mouth. No guesswork, no watching further YouTube videos in terms of AI structure or anything like that. Basically what you need to do, PKSEO, the actual website, was initially built on informational purposes and providing a service to businesses that required better rankings in search engines, okay? When AI was implemented, all that had to change. We're still not through with it. We still haven't completed a lot of the pages, okay, with AI, because we've got our own client work to do, and we work on our own site when we get the time to do it, and but we have to focus mostly on our client sites. Now, this is the same principles that we apply in our clients, all right, on our client websites, and it's the same work of everything that I do for my own website, all right. So basically put, you have to, if you have a high authority site and your inquiries have just dried up, or your traffic has dropped, or you've actually gone down in the rankings and you've lost inquiries and rankings, then if you make these changes and your website already has these values, metrics in place, then you should see a boost in your rankings and you should start to appear in AI mode or AI overviews and AI cards, okay? Now, the best changes you can make is to transform everything from an informational base straight over to a question answer format. All right, don't delete your content, because it's your content that makes up for your topical authority, especially with your blog posts, okay? If you've got a lot of blog posts, and if you have a high authority site, you'll have some blog posts, and you don't delete content, not content that matters or gives your service pages a boost in your rankings, or is very informative in terms of your experience, okay? This is what it all comes down to: experience, expertise, authority, and trust. Being an informational site, which is what you'll have, it all showcases that. Now, you've obviously gone to great lengths to actually build your site to a high information site, to get authority, to showcase trust, and if it's lost its rankings or lost its inquiries, it'll be because it's not structured to the helpful content algorithm, okay, which is a lot to do with questions and answers. Now, the questions and answers, you may ask, why so many questions and answers? Because everybody uses this, okay? Voice searches, okay, voice searches are not the same as keyboard searches, okay? They're typically different. People will often be very specific with voice searches as opposed to keyboard searches, and because everything's gone to mobile, Google is not giving keyboard searches that much priority as it used to with mobile. Everything now has to be mobile, all right? It has to entertain users with their mobiles. So when it comes to site structure, because everything is focused on mobile and it's voice search to do with questions and answers, we do the same, okay? We do the same with our website, all right? We structure our website to be in the question answer format. So basically, if you look at my own site, all right, this is the Geo Expert Sydney page, okay? It says something about the brand here, okay? PKSEO, the secret weapon behind explosive business growth. It talks about PKSEO, how long we've been around, what it is we do, what we focus on, all right? And if you, just let me get that out of the way. If you look at the format, is a question. Is Google search dying? People ask that question, okay? It will answer that question. We'll go into more information, all right? How search behavior has changed, all right? And why Google is fading. And it goes into more about Google, more about search behavior, okay? Why sticking to old SEO tactics will kill your business, all right? It goes on about people asking, all right, will the old SEO drown my business? That pretty much answers the question. How to win in 2025, the new SEO strategy, all right? Why PKSEO is the best AI SEO agency in Sydney, Australia. Now, this isn't bragging about me. This is the simplest way I can actually explain what you need to do with your own sites, okay? It's not about PKSEO, okay? This is what I do with my own website that you can take straight from here and go straight to your own website. And if your SEO agency isn't doing it, you can do it yourself, okay? If you know what you're doing, you can actually apply these methods yourself. And smart SEO strategies for the future, okay? We explain something about it. This is helping clients, people, all right? It's about providing the best possible answers to your customers and helping out the end user, okay? That's what Google wants to see, all right? So we've gone out of our way to actually express what we can on this page. And believe it or not, this page could do with more questions in terms of its information content, okay? But we have an FAQ here, all right? And these are all typical questions that people will ask on voice search, all right? Where, who, which, where, who, which, a lot of which or who's, all right? We could probably find other questions in terms of, is, are, but from our research that we've done, this is what the software returned and what the keywords we should be targeting in terms of questions and, what gets answered. Now, if you do your job right, you should see a boost in your rankings. You should see exposure in AI overviews and AI mode. Now, guys, you need to focus on your service pages, all right, that you want to actually see more revenue from or more sales from. These are the pages you do this to. Your home page is critical because it carries your maximum domain authority, and it's what is the homepage of your website. Nothing beats it. But when you're trying to get services out there, you need to really focus on this with your services. The next best thing I can recommend is SEO, or not SEO, but case studies to do with your brand. This is our case studies to do with our own website, okay? Google loves case studies, okay? They love case studies because it actually shows proof or evidence that you are an authority in your field, all right? In our case here, we've, why are Sydney business now searching for real AI SEO case studies, all right? We've written a blurb on that. What is AI SEO and how is it different from normal SEO? If you're a plumber, you could actually write specific questions with plumbing on the SEO case studies, the jobs you've done, the results you've had, post evidence of it, like proof of the work that you've done, tables, all right, why the case studies matter more than promises. We've got tables here, okay, evidence of the results we've achieved for our clients. If you provide evidence in your pages of the work you've done, the results that have been produced, the reviews that your customers have had, all right, about your business, like us here, like overviews, like ours to do with overviews. Plumbers could be with jobs that have been completed on time, whether they're commercial, industrial, residential. We've got proof here of some of the results we've achieved for a couple of clients here. One has got 73% overview exposure, the other's got 50%. You could do something. It's the same principles. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, it's the same principles. Provide evidence, proof, show that you're an authority, show that you can be trusted, all right? Do this, and you can do a case studies page where you actually showcase your own work, okay? And it goes on and on. What makes PKSEO, blah, blah, blah. It just carries on, all right? Can AOSEO really bring in more calls? These are questions people ask for. Find the questions that people ask about your brand, about your business, what products you provide or services. People have got problems. Be the solution to people's problems, okay? And you'll get you'll get the work. You'll get the inquiries. Structured into question answer format like this. Okay, exactly like this. All right. Put your FAQs at the bottom. All right. And you will find that you will not only just boost in your rankings, but you'll also start getting views or summaries or being mentioned in AI summaries, and you should find things will turn around. Okay. Now, the FAQ section is important, okay, because here you need to implement schema. You must have schema, guys. Don't ignore schema. And do this for pretty much every page on your website. It's specifically service pages, okay? Blogs, you can do it as well. I do it in blogs as well, depending on if I'm writing informational, if I'm just, doing question answer format. But I put schema in every page of blog that I build, okay? If you do this on a website that's got good information already, it's already got authority, it's already got trust in it, and it already ranks well, especially on page 1, you'll see it, and you'll see visibility in AI. All right, it's what we do to improve our client sites. Okay, we just transform everything. All right, and our clients start appearing in AI overviews, AI cards, and in my business, a client that I don't hear from is a happy one, and I don't hear from my clients. Okay. Clients are on the phone in my business, they've got something to complain about. I don't want that, and I don't hear from my clients, all right? And it's the same thing with whether it's plumbing, you're an electrician, whether you're a lawyer. Answer people's problems. It's because of this, guys, all right? It's because of this. People use their phones a lot. Answer their problems, all right? Be informational, but be in a question-answer format, all right? Attack it from all angles. Authority, expertise, trust, everything, all right? And give it information which builds your topical authority. Answer it in a question answer format, all right? Do FAQs, and there's no reason Google shouldn't actually start to rank you higher in the organics as well as AI. And with everything going to AI mode now, all right, like you got this here. Where was it? Like this one here, for instance. All right, we offer SEO, AI-driven SEO packages for small businesses in Sydney. If I put that here, let's bring up. All right, that's a featured snippet more than anything, but we got the two top then, but there's no real AI overview there. It's just a featured snippet. Actually, we got one here. All right, there's an AI overview. It's answered it, okay? It's brought up two AI cards, and even if we do it in incognito, there it is. Rank my business into souls and PKSEO, which specifically mentioned using AI. Anyway, it's got the AI card, the overview, and the ranking over there, all right, in the organics. If you apply the same methods that I just explained on your own pages, whether you're a lawyer, electrician, dentist, doesn't matter what industry you're in, all right? It's what Google wants to see. Give it what it wants to see. And if you give it what it wants to see, you will rank. You will rank. If you're not ranking well now, if you got a high authority side, you're not ranking well right now, and you do this, you'll see a boost back in your rankings. All right, it's what Google wants. They want you answering questions. And not only see a boost back in your ranks, but you'll also start appearing in AI overviews and in IO mode. All right, IO mode's getting scary because this is basically AI mode. It's, guys, this is a new search engine, okay? This isn't just AI. This is a new search engine, all right? Google's moving towards this. I don't think it'll be long before we go from overviews to organics to just AI. And you know what the scary thing here is? I'll show you now. Kicking off 5 searches, blah, blah, blah. All right, what do we got? Sydney. All right, PKSEO's come up for that. Who provides the best AI-driven SEO package to small business in Sydney? We've come up for that in the AI overview, in the AI cards, and Rank My Business has come up. Studio Hawk has come up. Zill Digital has come up. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 businesses that deal in AI that have been mentioned in AI mode. Here's the scary part. That's it. There's no more organics. Now, that's pretty sad, and should I put it in just common free, pretty piss poor, considering the amount of SEO agencies that are in Sydney, all right, that we put that query into AI mode, and this is all it's presented, all right. PK SEO, Rank My Business, Studio Hawk, Zill Digital, and AI mode is an extension of just Gemini, right? It's a better version. It's a far more smart version. It answers a lot of things comprehensively, very clearly, and even gives its own ideas and everything, the whole lot. So it's far more advanced than just standard Gemini, okay? Now, if we've got just 4 agencies or 4 specialists in Sydney that AI mode presents, what does that tell you about your brand, that what's going to happen if you don't do GEO, or if you don't start cracking down on your GEO, generative engine optimization, of where you might end up? 4 brands out of 10 in the top 10 positions, and that's all that it mentioned. In some cases it only ever mentions 2, depending on the industry or niche. All right, you need to do this. I've just given you some free tips here, guys, how to sharpen up your pages. Sharpen your pages up. All right, if you're low on the content, if you're not ranking at all and you're low on the content, build the content, turn it to a question answer format, put your frequently asked schema in there. All right, make sure your schema's in there. Organize your brand entity mentions across the web, whether it's high authority websites, related topics, Reddit, Quora, brand featured. Brand featured is good for press releases. Okay, you can actually get high authority press releases done. Once you start putting all this into play and you start to build a high authority website in a question answer format, you will rank. You will rank in the organics, and you will rank in AI mode. But guys, remember, it's not about organics anymore. All right, I've just shown you we're moving from traditional SEO search to AI mode. AI mode is a completely new engine. That's a new beast. All right, you need to actually start doing this with GEO, or you're going to be forgotten. You're going to have a resume online and nobody's going to see it. All right. That's about all that comes to mind for now. The only other thing that I can suggest, if you want to learn to do this yourself, all right, I'll do whatever I can to give free tips and advice on the web to business that need to actually improve their AI experience and get into AI mode. I love doing what I do. I love giving away free tips and advice if I can. That's what this YouTube channel is for. But it's not possible to explain everything in one video city. I've written an ebook, okay, it's in the description, all right, $9. $9, and you learn a fair bit from it if you want to do this yourself. And there's actually 2 there, all right. The AI overview one is probably the better one. The other one is about how to actually make quick adjustments to your website. Explains my experiences. Grab them both if you want. It's $18, people. It's not expensive, okay. It's $18. It's the best investment when you're making your knowledge with AI if you want to move forward. Grab them, have a read of them. If you got any questions or any queries, concerns about your industry, what you're involved in, or you're looking to do AI SEO, I'm here to help. One last word of advice: if you're currently with an SEO agency and you're not seeing AI overviews yet, and they're just hitting with excuses, plainly put, piss them off. Get rid of them. All right. They're not doing their jobs. They're just leading you by the nose. I mean, I've had enough clients from SEO agencies with broken promises, all right, and they're not going to deliver. Okay, just find yourself somebody that can actually get the job done that you want. All right, I'm not trying to sell you SEO services. I'm not trying to sell anybody SEO services here. Okay, this is about helping my clients, helping people that are legitimately stuck. They don't know where they're going. They don't know where to turn to. All right. You're dealing with an SEO agency that doesn't know what they're doing, and they're making you promise, and you're not seeing AI overview exposure yet, or AI cards, or even AI mode. You're in trouble. All right, this has been out for over 12 months now, and you need to act on it, especially if you've got a large website and you've got a lot to lose by losing your exposure on the web. Get rid of them. Get your hands on somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. Any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm available 24/7 practically. It's Sunday night right now, 9:30, and I'm actually doing videos just to help people. I love what I do, and I'd love to be able to help you out if you need help. Reach out, guys, if you've got any questions. Take care.